Hello guys, welcome back. I know you guys are gonna scold me, but it's one of those beautiful days where it is so gorgeous. I want to be outside even though I'm allergic to everything, even with my medication. And two, I want to go to a store so bad just to walk around and see other human beings. I know, I saw the Walmart report too. You don't have to tell me. But I wanted to go out in the worst way, and they're just trying to distract me with bright, shiny things, is basically what they're both doing, and the demons and angels are pretty much getting along. Demons just kind of want to run things their way all the time. It's not that they don't like angels, it's that they have two very different approaches to the same problem. And demons think that it should be just so. They're very just so when they deal with things. They're very just so, and they're fussy when you say, "Hey, I would also like to bring other people in on this project." They can be team players with other demons, with the gods, no problem, but not always with angels. They're not going to throw down and beat each other up, but it can get a little contentious because they all want to help you at once. And the angels want to help you, and the demons want to help you, and any gods want to help you. And if you work with the version of Jesus or anyone that doesn't have anything to do with the church, because you can't separate the two, they all want to come in all at once, and demons get a little flustered, and they're all just trying to help you at once, and you have to say, okay, we're all going to live in the same house. I don't care if you have to draw imaginary lines, and the angels live here, and the demons live here, and these gods live here, and that god lives there. But I said, you gotta do something. I said, this is crazy. I don't want to keep rotating all of you. I said, but if you can get along like adults, we can all live in the same house and live in harmony. So we're trying. They are trying. Demons do seem to have this thing, at least in my experience so far, of they do get worried that that old church programming is going to kick up on you and they're going to get kicked out. But the further away you get from that church programming, they're fine. And they drop the thing about, being whatever they were, and they're different now, if that makes any sense. So maybe the dream was not only mom coming back and cleaning out psychic garbage like one of you suggested, but it was also the demons kind of dropping the idea that they're so different from angels. Basically, a great explanation I saw of it, it's not mine, was that the angels, and this has nothing to do with the church to be clear, are still living at home, still living with mom, dad, kind of, and the demons left home as adults and they're living somewhere else with, say, older sister or brother. So they're not going to just break each other's heads open and have a turf war. It's just very different ways of doing things. If you grew up in an Italian family, you know what I mean. That one aunt that stayed home with mom was very different than all the brothers and sisters that moved out, right? She was more loyal to the mom, but she also got all the flack from mom if mom was in a bad mood, you know what I mean? So she had this really intense relationship with the mom, where the others still wanted a relationship, but they also wanted to have their own independent territory. So it's not like demons can't go home and visit and angels can't go visit them. It's just different rules. And again, I wish I'd come up with that analogy because it's a pretty good one. Um, and they're all just trying to help. And I'm just having an adjustment. And I think it's a given we all feel an upheaval right now of worrying about our homes and worrying about our jobs and worrying about our finances. And I did finally get my stimulus check, and I was like, that is a miracle. I am counting that as a miracle. And it happened on the day the angels came back and the demons were like, meh, 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 meh." So, so it was funny. And of course, so the first thing we did is St. Michael took me shopping and we got stuff we needed, like laundry detergent and everything else. I keep trying to check for toilet paper. Now it's not as much fun. I'm not in an emergency situation, but it is a thing of, if this is going to go on for a while, people bulk buying, and I understand the economics. People aren't going to movie theaters and work and school and gyms and everything and using stuff there. I understand it. But I wanted to just, stock up a little, not hoard, just buy like one pack like I usually buy and have it, and then I wouldn't have to worry probably almost for the rest of the year. Well, It's impossible to buy it now. And I didn't want to buy like off-brand stuff because it's not like I'm in a dire situation where I absolutely need it now. Thankfully, I have a pack to open, but I'm like finishing up one pack, and I usually like to, the day I open the new pack, I like to buy another pack. That way, if we run into a situation like this again, I am stocked up for a long time. It will come back, guys. If you're like me and you're homebound, as stuff opens up, as people go back to work, the pressure on Walmart and other online places will ease up. People aren't going to keep hoarding and overbuying and, doing stuff like this when they have access to stuff at work. They'll go back to stealing it from work like they used to. So, and people did it because I had somebody tell me they were planning on doing that as this started. I'm like, well, don't get caught. That's a good way to lose your job. And some workplaces won't care, and some, one pencil goes missing from your desk and you're gone. So it's weird. People go back to stealing it from work like they always did. So, those people that they get fired that day and somebody visits them at home and they have like 20 years worth of office supplies. Yeah, those people. So Lucky goes, what? It's free. It was just sitting right there. That is not what it's for. You're not supposed to stock your house. He goes, yes, you are. Don't listen to him. Get fired. So it's overall a pretty good day. And the best thing was someone had mentioned mom knocking on my door. And as I'm reading that about my mom knocking on my door, as soon as I'm reading that, like the instant I'm reading it, there's a knock on my door. And the UPS guy had come and he dropped off my package. I go to get my package and he's not in his truck yet because he is having to pet the neighbor's dog because the neighbor's dog loves everybody and ran over to see him. He's petting the dog and fussing over the dog, and the dog's wagging the tail, and the dog's in heaven and the dog loves him. And the dog is so happy, and the neighbor is yelling at the dog to come back home because it's a real busy road. That dog should not be out of her yard, but she kind of just lets it loose and lets it run. And I'm thinking, oh, honey, that dog and this road are not a good mix because we lost plenty of animals on this road, which is why I don't have animals anymore. And it was just good, though, to see a human being petting a dog and to see it relatively close. We were like about 15, 20 feet apart. She was another 50, 60 feet away from us, so we were all good. We were very social distance, but it was good to see a dog and it was good to see a human, so that wasn't bad. And it's beautiful weather out there, and don't worry, I'm not going to go out until I get the all clear, but it is one of those beautiful tempting days where you just want to go for a walk and go out and do things. And I'm like, no, I don't have to. I really don't need eggs. I mean, I don't have eggs in the house, but I usually don't buy them that often to begin with. We've got a tiny pat of butter and we've got some Crisco left, so we're good. I really don't need to go. It's just one of those beautiful days that tempts you to leave the house. And I thought, well, May 8th isn't that far away. That's for Pennsylvania. That's the day that they say they will lift the restrictions. And I thought I'll wait until they lift the restrictions and I'll watch. And then maybe a week after that, when like say, come to a point when they say, okay, you don't have to wear your mask anymore or something. We will reach that point, guys. Oh, I might go out then because I'm like that's fine with my breathing problems. I don't know how putting a mask over my face is going to work anyways. And I have the allergies, so I'm going to sound like I have, something terrible when I'm out. And I'm like, if I have to leave the house for something serious, I will, and I'll put a mask on. But other than that, I'm going to just, stay at home and kind of ride this one out. So I hope you guys are doing good. I hope the news is pretty good, as well as can be expected in your neck of the woods. And we will see you guys later. And again, thanks for all your help. And we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.